These are cool little bikes. This is a 1972 Yamaha LT2. So it's a 100cc two-stroke enduro bike, early two-stroke enduro bike. Quite common back in the day. Don't seem to have many of them around here. They come up quite regular in America, and I've had a few of them. I've had maybe not the 1972s, but 73s and newer. I think this is the earliest one that I've had. So it should have come in a candy green colour, and someone's resprayed it a dark green. When I pulled it out, I noticed there was quite a lot of bits missing. There's no throttle, no clutch lever. Silencer's missing off the exhaust, the airbox is missing, and there was, I've thrown it away now, but when I had a look to see about getting it sparking, I noticed that there was, on the end of the HT rig, there was a little spring hanging off, and I thought to myself, oh flipping heck, this isn't going to be good. Anyway, just dangled the spark plug off the spring and leant it against the head and kicked it over, and it sparked like a good one, and I've had it running. So it's not as bad as I was expecting, really. I mean, it's, you know, it's got bits missing and it's definitely not ready to ride, but it's a good starter for a project. It's gonna need everything doing to it, but it'll be easy to road register, and it'd be a cool little trail bike to ride, or with some road type tyres if you wanted to ride it round on the roads. I'm sure it'd be fine. We'll just cut over now, and I'll do a bit of a close up on the bike, and you can have a look at the various bits and pieces, and then we'll get a run in. No chain on it, so it'd be difficult for me to show you the gearbox test, but I have, there's a cover over the sprocket, so I have had my fingers in turning the sprocket and changing up and down the gearbox, and it does select all the gears, so it's it does have that, and that does work. Obviously you can't, I do that test, you can't tell 100% until you've actually ridden the thing whether the gearbox is okay, but at least if it's selecting up and down the gearbox, it's a good sign. So we'll just have a close look at it, and then get it running for you. So it's got the expansion pipe there, and it's missing the silencer. The seat probably needs to be recovered, but it looks in reasonable condition, though the little hinges are missing off this side. It's got a lock on the other side, like a little clip to enable you to take it on and off, and then inside here, that's where the battery would live. There's some wiring there for the rear light. It would have had, I'm pretty sure it would have had a brake light and stuff like that, a rear brake light, I'm sure it would have had. Yeah, there's a brake light switch there. And you've got your oil tank there, so it's got an oil pump. When I've had it running, I've just literally had it running off premix, as I normally would. Like I say, turns over, and it has run, and I'll show you that. There's a little compartment for the toolbox in there. Toolbox is missing. The front headlight assembly, so you've got these brackets here. The front headlight is missing. All the wiring is going to the headlight and to the speedo, so that would light up the speedo at night. And you've got an ignition switch, but the ignition switch doesn't have the ignition switch on it, so I'm not sure that would have been the original one. I think it would have had a simple design than that. I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I say, there's no clutch lever on it, there's no brake lever on it, There's no throttle on it. So those bits and pieces need sorting out. It is a matching numbers bike. It starts LT2-0, which denotes it as being the 1972 model. The front wheel is nice and straight. Some of the chrome started going through, but it's really not that bad. It's got a Preston Petty Baja front mudguard on it. So it would have had, I think it would have had a steel mudguard on the front, chromed one. That's been changed at some point for a plastic one that's not going to cause a lot of damage when you fall off it, because this would have been used in the desert, really, in California. Like I say, missing the airbox, so that's something that you would need to source. All these parts are available in America without a doubt. It's quite a popular model bike out in America. Rear rim, I haven't even looked at this. It's perfectly round. Everything's fine. There's oil on it, which will have flicked up off the chain. There's some rust spots on the rim, but nothing major. I think that you'll find that that'll clean up lovely, and that'll be good. It's got the side stand on it. Rear light is intact. No number plate there. And back round to this side. There's a dent in the tank here. That obviously would have been from someone's knee. This side is fine, but these are the wrong colours, so that would be something that you would want to change, I'm sure. Let's get you a little video of it running, and I'll get some pictures of it and stick it up on eBay for sale for tonight. Okay, so I have just had this bike running about 10 minutes or so ago. This is my throttle here. I'm going to try not to use that. I've got fresh fuel going in. Listen to that. Bit smoky, but it's running really nice. No knocking or banging, no nasty noises. So that would be an easy bike to. Certainly mechanically, I'm sure piston's fine and all of that. I mean, I haven't had a look in there, but I'm sure that smoke is literally just from whatever unburnt stuff is down in the crankcases. So there we go. 1972 Yamaha LT2 100cc enduro bike. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.